Hello mga ka-Try! Welcome to this special segment of Tri-PH Media, the Try Robotics. So let's now answer the first question, why learn robotics? Well, ang isa sa mga major reasons kung bakit tayo dapat na matuto ng robotics is because it is in demand. And actually, sa K-12 curriculum natin, meron tayong tinatawag na STEM strand. Ano ba yung STEM strand? STEM means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. At nandyan, kasama dyan ang robotics. At another reason is because yung 21st century is gearing towards that what they call the Industry 4.0. Ano ba yung Industry 4.0? Sa Industry 4.0, we talk about things like data analytics, wireless communication, Internet of Things, cloud computing, automation, artificial intelligence. Ito yung time na yung mga manufacturing, yung mga factories will become more smarter. Yung mga machines will be able to talk to one another wirelessly, to be able to do things remotely with less supervision ng tao. So therefore, yung mga factories na ito, in this century, time will come na konti na lang yung i-hire nila ng mga operators ng mga tao. And they will look for people with highly skilled sa field ng robotics. So, that's another reason kung bakit natin kailangan na matuto ng robotics. And ang isa pang dahilan kung bakit tayo dapat na matuto ng robotics is because robotics is a multidisciplinary field. Ano bang ibig sabihin nun? Well, kung titingnan natin yung isang robot, for example, para mabuo yung robot na yan, napakarami ng mga iba't ibang fields na magsasama-sama para mabuo yan. For example, kailangan mo ng mechanical design sa isang robot kasi you need to know kung paano makukonect yung bawat parts ng robot na yan, yung gulong niya, yung mga legs niyan, and all its parts. Of course, you also need electronics and electrical kasi you have electronic components, you have electronic circuit boards, you'll have the battery, you have the sensors, camera, and etc. So definitely, you need to have a learning in electronics. And of course, programming. Robotics needs a lot of programming. And science and mathematics, syempre, maraming mathematical computations involved sa isang robot. And another discipline na kasama sa paggawa ng robot is of course yung machine vision at yung image processing. Ano ba yung difference ng machine vision and image processing? Well, yung machine vision, kung makikita nyo yung robot na ito, meron siyang camera, no? Yung parang mata sa taas. And yung whatever image na nakikita ng camera na yan, of course, the robot doesn't know what it is. You have to do an image processing to teach your robot what that image is. Ano ba yan? Bato? Kailangan ba niyang iwasan? Butas ba yan? Or whatever it's looking for na mga pictures na gusto mong makuha. So you need image processing and you need machine vision. And then of course you also need artificial intelligence, a background in artificial intelligence in robotics. Ito po yung parang tuturuan natin yung robot as if na para siyang magkakaroon ng sarili niyang brain na makakapag-decide na siya ng sarili niya dahil yan sa artificial intelligence. And of course, communication. Yung robot natin needs to communicate to its servers to transmit yung mga data na nakukuha niya or simply to be controlled remotely. So you need wireless communication. And the third reason bakit tayo dapat mag-aral or maging interesado sa robotics is because it pays a lot. And this armored car is just an exaggeration of that, but you get the point. In robotics, There's a lot of discipline, a lot of courses involved, and yes, they really pay a lot. The second question that we will answer is, what is robotics? To be able to answer that, we'll go back to the history of robots. To be honest, when you first hear the word robots or robotics, ano yung unang-unang pumapasok sa isip ninyo? Maybe you're thinking of Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, or R2-D2 or BB-8 ng Star Wars. Well, in fact, hindi naman mali na i-consider silang robots. They are actually robots. But robotics is not just that. It's way beyond those robots na usually na alam natin. And to be able to understand, balikan natin yung kauna-unahang history ng robots. And alam nyo ba, yung term na robot was first used in 1912 sa isang play ni Carol Capek na ang tawag ay RUR or Resumes Universal Robots. At dun sa play na yon ay ginamit yung term na robot. At alam nyo ba kung ano yung meaning ng robot? Originally, it meant slave. Yes, slave. Bakit slave? Well, dahilan sa yung robot ay gagawin niya whatever its designer programmed it to do. Kaya siya tinawag na slave. So originally, robot is a slave. So which means that whatever the designer programmed it to do, it will be able to do it. And usually, what is the purpose of making robots, of designing robots? To make the job easier and to make the job faster. So whatever things na automated na ginawa ng tao to help him do stuff, well, that can be considered robotics. Pero hindi ba ang ganda sana kung makakagawa tayo ng robot na tutulungan tayo na gawin yung lahat ng gusto natin gawin, as in everything? Pwede kaya yun? Well, the fact is, ang robot meron din silang limitation. And in fact, yung limitation ng robot ay napapasailalim dun sa 3 laws of robotics. What are those laws? First, robot should not harm or injure a human being. So, ano ibig sabihin nun? Yes, we can't make a robot that would hurt our naughty classmate or our naughty friend. That's illegal. So, robot should not injure a human being. The second law of robotics is that robots must obey any orders given by its human designer, with an exemption na dapat yung robot natin would not harm human being. So that's the second rules of robotics. What is the third rule of robotics? A robot must protect its own existence as long as it does not hurt or injure anyone. So yun yung 3 limitation ng robotics because of its law. And everyone who's designing or who making robots should know those laws. Kaya, to answer the question, pwede ba tayong gumawa ng robots that can do whatever we want to do? Hindi. Because of these limitations. Ngayon naman mga ka-try, we will interview our guest, no less than the President of Field Robotics, Mr. Frank Binas. Hello, Sir Frank. Thank you, first of all, for allowing us, for giving us your time. Alam namin na busy ka, being the President of Field Robotics, and we're doing other stuff. Thank you for joining us in our program.
Thank you, Ren.
Yan. Ito talaga si Sir Frank is a man of few words.
Hindi naman. Madalday nga ako.
Okay. So, Sir, ano lang, gusto lang nating, gusto ka lang namin tanungin. Kasi para ma-inspire yung mga gustong matuto ng robotics, especially yung mga students or yung mga parents na gusto nilang i-inspire yung mga anak nila. And being the president of Leam Robotics, gusto naming malaman, sir, ano ba yung Leam Robotics at paano ba siya nagsimula?
Okay. So, Leam Robotics kasi is a group of students, professional, hobbyists, some are professors, may mga kids, may mga elementary din na nag-join before, and then may mga colleges. So, it's actually a combination of all people na may interest talaga sa field of electronics and robotics. Now, doon nagsimula yung yung grupo, and then ayun din yung meaning ng field robotics. Field robotics is Philippine robotics, and then robotics, kaya yun pinili din namin na name is because robotics is parang complete siya, package siya of everything, because in robotics you have the electronics, you have the mechanical, the mechatronics, you have the embedded programming, and then you have the software programming, you have the sensors, you have the controls. So if you study robotics, actually you have a choice. If you're a student, you can explore na you could focus on the software in terms of the software side na may control sa mga motors natin, like the kinematics na gano'n, or you could even dive through the embedded electronics. Sa embedded naman, pwede ka mag-shift sa mas marami pang complex, like you could be focusing on the microcontroller, the 32-bit, or you could even focus on the FPGA. Diba? Pero pwede ka rin naman mag-stick sa mechanical. You do 3D modeling, you do the controls, the kinematics, you do the design. Kasama kayo so that means robotics, not just actually for electronics. Ayun. So kasi nasabi ko yung mechanical, diba? So most of the members, they're actually studying also 3D modeling, 3D design, mechanical design. So nag-aaral ka rin ng mga gano'n. So masyado siyang broad, masyado siyang broad. So pwede talaga ako sa yung forte na punta ko.
Exactly. That's why yung mga members, kagaya ng sinabi mo, are professionals, may mga engineers, may mga IT, IT professionals, computer programmers, and students.
Students. So, may mga students tayo na meron na silang sariling business ngayon. They're doing 3D printing, diba? Pero they're very good in the 3D modeling. So from 3D modeling, gumagawa sila ng mga product na casing, about electronics, the design. Kasama rin yun pag may mga components sila na wala pang design, sila nagagawa ng design. So 3D modeling or CAD, same din naman sa paggagawa ng circuit design, nagka-CAD din, diba? So doon naman ang forte nung member natin na, alam ko dati high school siya pero college na ngayon si John.
Yes, so sobrang sobrang lawak ng
yes.
Field of expertise. Kaya nga tinawag siya na multidisciplinary field ang robotics. How about you personally, Sir Frank? Paano ka naging interested sa robotics and how did you start?
Ako naman, I started to study electronics. So I'm not an engineer. I'm a graduate of vocational course, electronics engineering technology, in TUP. It's a 3-year course. Pero before that, nag-technician course pa ako sa Don Bosco. So mostly nasa ganung field talaga ako ng electronics. Pero I want to learn more. I want to study more. So I'm not satisfied na maging technician lang. So na-curious ako kasi every time I fix things, I repair things, na-curious ako how does it work? How does it function? So from that, aral ako ng aral, and then naghanap ako ng mga people who's like-minded like me. So naghanap ako ng mga sa atin sa community. So hindi pa medyo popular yung Facebook nung time na yon. So napunta ako sa isang isang website which is yung eLab. So doon nag-start siya sa eLab, then doon ko na-meet yung mga magagaling natin mga kasamahan, and then doon nagkaroon ng sharing of ideas. So doon ako actually natuto sa sa mga instructions, sa mga shares nila kasi papakita nila yung design nila sa electronics, papakita nila yung program nila, paano yung mga techniques nila, yung mga approaches nila kung paano solve yung problem or how to create a new product. So dun nagsimula hanggang sa yun, medyo na-hook ako ng todo kasi sarap na feeling na may nagagawa kang, may nabubuong bago.
Kaya maganda na merong mga communities na ganyan.
So, oo, kasi yung communities ang mag-push sa'yo
Yes.
uplift sa'yo So, maganda na mag-join ng community na
ayan, napansin ko meron kang gumagalaw-galaw dyan sa likod mo, 3D printer, ano? Ano ba yan? Paano mo naman nagagamit yan as robotics enthusiast?
Okay. So, yung binili ko tong 3D printer, may intention talaga dito is to make a case for mga robot kits na gagawin ko. Pero, since this is a hobby, and then I have also a day job na medyo maraming activities ngayon. So, medyo nadidelay yung ibang mga goal ko. Pero, during this pandemic, na-repurpose ko siya sa mas importanteng bagay like 3D printing of face shield.
Okay.
So in parallel, while doing the 3D printing, nagagawa ko yung task kasi hindi naman ako nag-stop sa pag-work. So ganun yung nangyayari dito. So in parallel, nag-3D printing, nagde-develop ng mga kung ano. So stop muna yung iba na the goal is nag-focus muna sa something that would help the community.
And I heard yung mga 3D printed na mga face shields nyo, pinamigay nyo for free sa mga frontliners, ha? Very good.
Pinamimigay namin sa mga frontliners, and then yung mga ginagawa namin na ganito, since marami rin nakaka-appreciate, may mga nag-donate din ng mga materials, nag-donate ng cash para makabili pa ng mas maraming materials. Tapos ginagawa namin, pag may excess kami na material, ibibigay din namin sa iba pa na may 3D printer kasi nga limited lang yung time kasi meron ka lang kayang gawin sa isang araw na face shield. So, pag may excess ka, time is of the essence nga. So, nangyari, mas maraming, may nakatenga doon na machine na walang material, bigyan ka agad kasi kailangan makapag-deliver ka agad sa mga hospital. So,
and we really thank those people who have a good heart in helping, especially in this time of challenging pandemic.
Marami, actually sobrang dami yung nagtutulungan.
Tama.
It's good.
Now with your robot, saan ka naman bumibili ng mga parts?
Okay. So sa mga parts naman, I only buy in few sellers here that I trust. So, yung mga mga matatagal na. So, one of those is yung sa Taft, yung sa Gizmo. Since marami sila mga kakaibang mga devices, mga parts kasi I'm not just looking for something na yung nakikita natin sa online. Naghahanap ako ng mga kakaiba. Siyempre, like mga motors na hindi mo makita sa online, mga stepper motors sa mga kakaibang shape, mga kakaibang mga pneumatic cylinders sa mga ibang projects. So doon
meron sila.
Doon ako nakaka-order kasi bumibili sila ng mga scrap ng mga from mga binebenta ng mga ibang companies ng mga machines tapos kinakatay nila. So I prefer those kasi alam ko na magaganda yung quality kasi lalo na pag mga Japan made ng mga brand.
That's good. Okay. So, Sir Frank, before we end, baka may message ka dun sa mga interested sa robotics students or robotics enthusiasts. Please give them your message.
Okay. So, for those who are interested sa field of electronics, robotics, or programming, magandang mag-try ng ng robotics. Dahil, like I said earlier, kumpleto ang package niya. So if pag nadaanan mo lahat na-experience mo lahat mas ma-develop yung skills mo and then your understanding. So, sa technologies ngayon, so, I suggest na mag-focus nga doon. Especially sa panahon ngayon na medyo mahigpit ang competition in terms of employment, diba? So, and then the whole world is moving to AI, is moving to IoT, is moving to ano pa ba? Machine vision, machine learning. Lahat 'yun is if you consider lahat 'yun pasok sa robotics eh.
Yes, yes.
So yung ginagawa natin ng mga nagtuturo tayo, nag-workshop tayo sa mga kids, ayun yung mga parang entry level lang na na para ma-hook yung mga kids sa robotics. Pero ang end goal natin is to generate more capable na engineers, 'di ba? So so guys, kung gusto niyo talaga yung artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics is a good place para to start.
Yes.
Ayun.
So thank you very much, Frank, for giving us your time once again, for joining us on the show. And please continue your advocacy sa field robotics to educate people and inspire kids, especially na maging pumunta dyan sa field ng robotics. And it's really good na meron na palang nabubuong community ng robotics dito sa atin sa Philippines. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ay, wait, pahabol po pala yung field robotics, 8 years na siya. I think more than 8 years na siya ngayon. So, pwede po pa-like yung page and then join po kayo sa Field Robotics Tech if you're interested sa robotics. Ayun.
Okay, yun. So, yes, sa mga viewers po natin, ang mga ka-try natin, if you're interested in robotics, please like.
Now, let's talk about the different types and applications of robots. Generally, there are around 8 applications or types and applications of robots. First is the aerial robots. What are those aerial robots? Siguro mas familiar kayo dun sa term na drone or quadcopters. Yes, yan ay type ng aerial robots or yung mga helicopters, yung mga toy helicopters. That's a type of aerial robots. And they're very, very useful sa videography, aerial photography, aerial mapping, at saka sa disaster assessment and research. For example, nagkaroon ng disaster sa isang area, halimbawa ay malakas na bagyo, kagaya nung Yolanda. Very useful ang drones to assess gaano ba kalaki yung damage sa isang area. Diyan ginagamit yung mga aerial robots natin. The second type of robots is the underwater robots or mas kilala siya sa tawag na ROV. Ano ba yung ROV? Well, yun yung mga robots na ginagamit sa ilalim ng tubig. Ginagamit sa usually ng mga biologists, ng mga scientists to do underwater research and exploration. Or ginagamit din siya ng mga videographers to do underwater videography and photography and really a lot more. Another type of robot is the consumer robots. So, what are the consumer robots? One example of consumer robots is the automatic vacuum cleaner. So, these types of vacuum cleaner, i-operate mo lang siya, on mo lang siya, it will clean, it will sweep your floor automatically as if it knows where it's going. Na para bang hinahanap niya kung nasan yung maraming part. But really, it just knows its surrounding. And part of the consumer robotics is of course yung home automation. For example, merong mga ginagamit ngayon sa mga automated house na yung mga ilaw nila will automatically turn on a specific time. Or for example, galing sila sa office tapos uuwi sila. Pag uwi nila, gusto nila malamig na yung bahay, they can automatically turn on the aircon. So yes, part of home automation yan. And that's another part or type and application of robots. Another, of course, is the disaster response robots. So aside from assessment ng disaster, merong mga robots din na ginagamit to do an actual response, and they're used to find survivors sa isang area na delikado para sa mga rescuers kasi baka mayroon pang gumuho. At least kung robot yung nandun, that's less person na masasaktan, ano. So they're also capable to assess damages in the area, at yun nga, kaya nilang gawin yung mga bagay na unsafe para sa mga tao. The next, of course, is the medical and exoskeletal robotics. Ano ba yung medical and exoskeletal robotics? Well, perhaps the word medical, it's very familiar to us, na ito yung mga robots na ginagamit sa mga hospitals to do delicate operations. Yan, may mga ginagamit ng robots dyan. And then yung exoskeletal robots naman, ito yung mga ginagamit ng mga na aksidente, like naputulan ng kamay or naputulan ng paa. Merong mga artificial legs or artificial arms na ginagawa for them to be able to still move. Next is, of course, yung entertainment robots. And dyan pumapasok yung binanggit natin kanina na sina Optimus Prime, sina Bumblebee. And another example is si Asimo, which is also called a humanoid type robot. Pag sinabing humanoid type, ibig sabihin mukha siyang tao, may kamay siya, may leg siya. And pag tinignan mo yung itsura niya, mukha siyang tao, and it acts like humans. So these are the robots that entertains us. Marunong silang, kaya nilang kumanta, yung iba kaya nilang mag-play ng piano or musical instrument. And this dito sa video, sa picture na to na makikita nyo, si Asimo is playing soccer, and a lot more. So their goal really is to entertain humans. Another is the industrial robots. Ito yung mga tinatawag sa manufacturing ng mga CNC, pick and place robots. Ginagamit sa usually sa manufacturing, and their goal is to make the job easier and to make the job faster and more efficient. Mas mataas yung quality na nagagawa ng mga robot na to while doing tasks really fast, like welding, painting ng mga kotse, and a lot more. And pasok din sa industrial robots yung tinatawag natin na agriculture robots, which is used for smart farm, like automatic irrigation. And lastly, yung educational robots. These are the kind of robots na ginagamit sa education to teach kids, to teach students to learn about robotics. So they have a feeling that they're just playing, but really they are learning on how to make and program robots. And 3D printer is also part of the educational robots. And ito yung mga ginagamit to print yung mga cases, to print yung mga materials. And during this COVID-19 pandemic, marami yung gumamit ng 3D printers to print yung mga face shields. One of the examples ng educational robot is itong ating K-12 edubot. So, ano ba yung nagagawa nitong K-12 edubot na ito? So, let's now go to the introduction of our K-12 edubot. So, first, let's talk about its parts. First, it has two motors, no? So, itong motors na to are DC motors, which enables this robot to move forward, backward, turn left, and turn right. And then we also have lights, no? Itong edubot na to, kung makikita nyo dito sa harap, meron siyang malaking dalawang kulay yellow na LED. And aside from that LED sa harap, meron din siyang RGB LED dito sa loob, ano? Kung makikita ninyo. Later on, ay ipoprogram natin sila isa-isa, pagaganahin natin yung mga ilaw niyan. Next is the sensors. This K-12 edubot has a lot of sensors. So first is itong nasa harap, yung kitang-kita nyo. This is called ultrasonic sensor. What is an ultrasonic sensor? Well, it's a type of sensor that detects distance. It measures the distance of an object. Ang ginagawa niya, nagtatransmit siya ng ultrasonic sound sa isa, and then i-receive yun ng kabila based doon sa marireflect ng object na nasa harap niya. So habang lumalapit yung object, bumibilis yung pag-receive nung ultrasonic sound na yon nung kabilang sensor, and that's how it measures kung gaano kalayo na siya doon sa object. The next sensor is yung kanyang microphone, which is a sound sensor. So it measures sound. So pwede mo siyang gamitin to turn something on with a snap, or pwedeng clap. Ayan, so very useful yung microphone na yan. Another sensor is itong light sensor niya, which measures yung light and dark. So automatically kapag namatay yung ilaw, so nalalaman niya kung mataas ba yung intensity ng ilaw or madilim, maliwanag or madilim. Ito yung klase ng sensor na ginagamit dyan. Siguro familiar kayo dun sa mga poste ng mga Meralco, na may mga ilaw, automatic umiilaw siya paggabi. Wala namang taong nagsiswitch nun. Well, yung sensors na kagaya nito, yun yung ginagamit to turn them on automatically at night. The next sensor is yung vibration sensor na nandito sa gilid. Ano ba yung ginagawa ng vibration sensor? Well, simple lang. Kapag nag-vibrate yung robot, na-detect niya na mayroong vibration, magsisend siya ng signal na, hey, nagba-vibrate ako. So, very useful siya kung gagawa kayo ng project like pang-detect ng earthquake, or for example, sa bahay, gusto nyo ma-detect kung mayroon bang nagbukas ng pinto, mayroong intruder. So, vibration sensor, that's very, very useful. And then, aside from sensors, meron din siyang, sa ilalim, meron siyang speaker. Merong ilang pre-programmed na mga sounds like ambulance, police, and some songs na pre-program dito sa speaker na to. As we go on, po-program din natin, pag-aaral natin kung paano i-program itong speaker na ito. And aside from that speaker, meron din siyang buzzer. Mukhang nasa ilalim yung buzzer niya. Check natin. Hindi natin nakikita, no? Mukhang nasa ilalim yung buzzer nitong K-12 bot. And buzzer naman is a monotone, it provides monotone sound. Kung familiar kayo dun sa tugtog ng TikTok, ayun, pwede natin gawin yon using that buzzer. And of course, it has its controller. Ito, yung square na yon na nasa gitna, kung nakikita nyo. Ang tawag dyan ay microcontroller. Ang trabaho niyan, basically para siyang computer. It actually is a computer, but hindi katulad nung multi-purpose computer natin like yung mga desktop computers, yung mga laptops. Ito, ang tawag sa kanya is special purpose computer. Kasi limited lang yung kaya niyang gawin, and for its special purpose, kaya siya tinawag na special purpose computer. And of course, sa baba, sa ilalim, meron siyang battery. And this one powers this whole robot. And yung battery niyan, pwede mo siyang i-charge using this charger. So, rechargeable po itong robot na ito. Kaya kapag meron na kayo nito, hindi nyo kailangan bumili ng battery. Rechargeable po siya. So, that is our K-12 edubot. Now, siguro magtatanong kayo, paano ba pinoprogram itong robot na to? Well, pag-uusapan natin yan next week. So, next week, ipoprogram na talaga natin siya, and makikita nyo kung paano gumagana yung mga motors, paano gumagana yung mga lights and other sensors. But for now, I'll show you this demo video na ginawa ng manufacturer ng robot na to, at to show you kung gaano kadali siyang gamitin, kung gaano siya kadali i-program. And that ends our program for tonight, mga katry. I hope you enjoyed the show. And next week, we'll learn deeper about the parts of this K-12 edubot as we program them one by one. And we'll use the programming language called edubot, which is a graphical programming language. And it's very, very easy to use. Kayang-kaya even ng mga kids na gamitin siya. So, I'll leave a short homework for you for next week. First is to install Arduino and install edubot. And we'll leave the description down below kung paano siya i-install. There are a lot of tutorials on how to do it. So, that's it mga ka-try. And thank you for watching. So if you haven't done it yet, please click the subscribe button and like us on Facebook. And we'll also be available in YouTube. No? Itong program na to will be available in YouTube. Please subscribe so that sa bawat video na ilalabas po namin ay masusundan nyo kami. So please tune in every Tuesday 6 p.m.